My girlfriend, 20 female, is pregnant and it's not mine, 21 male. My girlfriend and I were engaged to get married this month. We had been together for 3 years. She cheated on me about 2 months ago and we were thinking about making things work. While we were split, she found out she was pregnant and there was a chance it was mine. Recently I paid for a non-invasive paternity test and I found out it wasn't mine. This makes me incredibly sad. BC I do love her with all my heart and I was fully committed to her. We are both religious and she has done her best to prove she will be better this time around, and I have forgiven her for what happened, but I don't know what I should do about the baby. I don't know if I can raise it or if I should. The baby didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not upset at it. Just having a choice on whether or not to raise it has proven to be hard to decide. Does anyone have anything to say to help me decide? Now for Top.com.net. Cordelia JJ. Edited 3 HR ago. Oh, but it is so much worse than that. He will be so screwed over in the end no matter which way this goes. So okay, they get married, he agrees to raise the baby, but a few years in, she cheats again or just decides to leave him. Well, now he is in love with a baby that isn't his and has no recourse. It isn't his child. No court would give him in any kind of custody. She has full power to take away the child he loves and decided to devote his life to and raise with her. He will have no recourse. The courts won't favor him. Now what is really screwed up? Flip that coin. He marries her but can't love or connect with the baby, doesn't want to be a father, or decides to divorce her because whoops, she cheated again. Well, the courts will award her child support from him because they had the child within their marriage. The courts won't care that the child isn't biologically his. He will be on the hook for child support until that baby turns like 21 to 25. Whether he wants the kid or not, he will be paying for the kid until they are out of college. There is absolutely no winning for him. He will lose every time with the courts. She will have full power in the relationship and he will have none. It will be her way always or he is royally FD. Going down that course at 21 years old will ruin his life. The only way it won't is if they have a happy marriage, but that doesn't seem possible because she will cheat and keep cheating. Clearly she doesn't value him already. What kind of woman cheats, gets knocked up, and then asks you to raise another man's child? Not one that loves you. That is for sure. Cordelia JJ. Yeah, he will be on the hook for child support, but she will deny access to the kid he loves because, well, he isn't the father. He will never win with the courts no matter which way things go. He will lose access to a child he loves or be forced to pay child support for a kid he doesn't. All at her whim. He will lose every time with the courts. She will have full power in the relationship and he will have none. It will be her way always or he is royally FD. Going down that course at 21 years old will ruin his life. The only way it won't is if they have a happy marriage, but that doesn't seem possible because she will cheat and keep cheating. Clearly she doesn't value him already. What kind of woman cheats, gets knocked up, and then asks you to raise another man's child? Not one that loves you. That is for sure. Awkward Arl 7837. Yes, I know 2 guys who did this, and that baby they loved as their own was held over their heads like a bargaining chip from that point forward. One of the relationships became extremely physically abusive. She broke his jaw with a baseball bat, but he was afraid to leave because he would never see his son again. Cordelia JJ. A child is a powerful weapon to have. God, I hate saying that because children should never be weapons, but I won't ignore the fact that people use their children as weapons against the other parent every minute of the day. Even biological parents get screwed by the other biological parents when things get messy. To be on such unstable ground by not being a biological parent. Then yet, you have no power to protect your heart if the other decides they don't want you in their kid's life anymore. Always be super careful with whom you procreate with or decide to partner with in raising a child. Level 6. Cordelia JJ. So true. I've been raising my siblings' children since I was 17. You never get that time back, and he has no idea the sacrifices he is about to undertake with this one. I will never regret my sacrifice, but I never got to be young, carefree, and without adult responsibilities. I am looking forward to my 40s because that is when I will finally have time for me and my freedom. I would never change things, and will happily die for my kids, but as someone who raised kids not biologically hers, I don't think Op realizes what he is in for and what it means to be a parent. I never had biological kids of my own because raising my siblings' kids was all I could handle, and now that they are grown up, there is no way in hell I am raising any more. Level 6. Cordelia JJ. I would like to say that is true, but I don't think it is. If he stays with her for any length of time or behaves as a parental figure, she could have enough to make a case. I've seen it happen. Courts order non-biological fathers to pay child support all the time. Way too often. His best course of action now is to just cut all ties and communication with her. That's what is in his best interest. Gun Hamlot. Edited 3 HR ago. I can't even imagine having this process. Op, you need to get the fuck out of that relationship and move on with your life. She cheated and got pregnant because another dude was beating her shit, and she let him finish * in her multiple times. He was clapping her shit, his meat slipped out, and then she grabbed it with her hand, and then put it back in. I want you to think about that. Really picture it in your head. That happened, and now you'll have to think about the fact that some guy snaked your girl and defiled her for the rest of your life. Is that really the life you want to live? Raising some dude's kid knowing your GF doesn't give a shit about you. All while having the mental image of her riding some other dude's meat for the rest of your life. Level 2. My 1SD name is not Steven. Bingo. It's the we're both religious thing for me. When clearly she's not, at least the kinda religious Op thinks she is. She's already a liar and a cheater by age 20 OP. I know you're religious and probably somewhat inexperienced, you cringe at the thought of someone else touching her etc., but she doesn't. She doesn't cringe at it at all. She's religious as far as never looking like a baby mama goes, but other than that she's open to some stuff. Cut your losses now, or just enjoy some make-up sex while she's already pregnant if you think you can handle it. The real father can just walk back in at any point. Imaginary List 174. It's pretty much exactly how it happened. If those people ever actually existed in the first place, there is no freaking Holy Spirit. Mary was supposed to be married off to Joseph, and had a little fun on the side beforehand. When she had an oops baby, she really went all in on the I'm a virgin. It must be this ghost Holy Spirit who did it, and he is the Son of God. Then, everyone was just extremely gullible apparently and ran with it. Nowadays we wouldn't fall for that crap, and any girl who tried to play off being pregnant by a spirit as a virgin is rightfully laughed off LOL.